Okay, here for number 6. This is a question you very well could see on the exam. When these three solutions are mixed, a precipitate forms. What is the precipitate? And again, this would be the kind of problem where the first thing you'd want to do is make sure you're going to assign charges to everything. So each sodium here, because sodium's in the first column, each sodium is +1. Phosphate is phosphate 3 minus. The calcium is in the second column, so it's calcium 2 plus. Each nitrate is -1. This is the polyatomic cation known as ammonium. Ammonium has a plus charge, and then ClO3 is chlorate, and chlorate has a -1 charge. So you have this sort of sea of cations and anions that you have in the solution. So for cations, you have sodium, you have calcium, and you have ammonium. And then for anions, you have phosphate, you have nitrate, and you have chlorate. And one way to do this, this would be the way that would take the longest to solve this problem, would be to go in and pair sodium with all three ions. We're already given one of them, but pair it with nitrate and chlorate, do calcium with the other two ions, do ammonium with the other two ions. A little cheat that we have here, though, is if we look back or reflect on our solubility rules, anything with ammonium is soluble, so it's not going to form a precipitate. Anything with sodium, really anything in that first column, won't form a precipitate. Anything with nitrate won't form a precipitate. And actually in the table, anything with chlorate won't form a precipitate. So it ends up calcium 2 plus and PO4 3 minus. We still need to fix this formula. Ca3 PO4 2 will precipitate out of the solution. So the long-winded way to do this would be to look at all 9 combinations. We can do a little bit smarter if we eliminate, because all of these salts are soluble, so that's not going to precipitate. All of these salts, those salts, all of those are soluble with any cation or anion, and so we're only left with phosphate and calcium. Most phosphate salts are insoluble, and calcium is not an exception to that rule.